Ow!
Ow!
This is the Band-Aid
episode of
Ow!
So something that gay people do is they add an A at the end of things. And my nephew's name is Noah. But when I say no, I say Noah. And my dad, I think that's really funny.
We have to first start the podcast, and then we can get into these hysterical anecdotes.
Okay, thinkers, it's time to put your thinking caps on. It's time to think. You think? Welcome to
You Think, a podcast by two gays that
certainly don't.
I'm the Prima Donna.
My name is
And
Pink
I'm the
Pancake.
Prima Donna.
And you're watching this show
and the
now, or
one
listening,
here.
honey, probably listening based on the views. So we're here live in Donald's studio. It's Donald/Peter's studio. Peter's his husband's name, and it's actually a home podcast studio that they've created, and it's really exciting because we're kind of on the scene where a mouse has been in the house, and so
because the cameras are only really facing us, so
right?
they can't
so
see
you
what's
can't
around
see
us.
that we are surrounded by traps. Okay, and I think there was that movie by M. Night Shyamalan called Trapped. And so the mouse is kind of experiencing a similar situation. And we're hoping to find the mouse by the end of the episode. Or likely we won't, but hopefully we'll find it.
It's kind of brave of me to be barefoot right now, knowing a little mousey could scurry about at any time.
Yeah, it's
but
disgusting.
let me just say, earlier this week, Peter just texted me and goes, "There's another mousey," because we had one before. And I was like,
wait, when did you have a mouse before?
It was like a while back when we caught it in
ago.
one night.
Okay.
But him saying mousy made me feel more comfortable. I was like, it's cute. It's cute.
Living in New York, there are always unwanted guests in the expensive real estate that we pay.
There's one on my couch right now.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah, but I was like pretty much like, okay, it's a mousey. I could deal with mousey. I can't deal with mouse. Mousey I could live with. And so he sets up all these traps. One thing you have to know in my relationship is when there's a mouse, there's another person to take care of that mouse.
Yeah, that's Peter.
It's not in my. That's
so
not my
Peter's the man in the relationship.
Listen,
and you're the woman.
I have our plans locked in for the weekend. Okay, I'm saying we're doing this. We're doing.
You're
that.
the logistics man.
Yeah,
and he is the get the mouse out of the house man.
And so, like, let's say that mouse was caught in a trap. You bet your
bottom
ass,
dollar.
Yeah, that I'm not gonna remove it. Yeah. I'm not even gonna look at that happening because I am
mouseless.
I'm an animal sympathizer.
Yeah, and that's why you're going vegan, and you're announcing it right here today.
No, I'm not going vegan today, but I am newly sober. I'm newly sober, and people at the podcast are shocked. And like what that means to me is that I haven't had a drink since Sunday, and today we're recording on a Friday.
Wow. That's a week of sobriety almost.
Yeah.
Almost, but not quite. Not quite.
I mean, we have happy hour tomorrow, and then we're going in a bar. We have happy hour tonight, and then a bar crawl tomorrow, and then a bottomless brunch on Sunday. But I'm considering myself sober in this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was sober last night. I went to a bar and I didn't drink a fucking thing except for water. I drank a lot of water. I was supporting a friend in drag. It was her birthday. But actually, I feel like, so we have 3 segments in the podcast. You Think, which is where we talk about things going on in our life. Group Think, which was when we talk about things that is going on in the world, a larger pop culture, honey. And then What Do You Even Think? And we'll get to that later. But I feel like we're talking about mouse. I feel like we need to talk about, like, we have some mouse stories to get through before we get into, like, the thick of it.
We haven't told the mouse hoarder story on this podcast.
I don't think we have.
Buckle up.
Buckle up.
This is my first time hearing it.
Yeah. So when we were in our early 20s, just running amok in New York City, I think we were both.
Oh, no, I messed up the mic.
Yeah. I just watched Donald try to drink water and, like, move it around all the wires.
Wicked Witch.
He did everything he could to get around it, but unfortunately
it wasn't a cultural fit.
He absolutely smacked right into it with the center of his water bottle. It was pretty crazy.
But you notice he said water, It's usually all vodka in here.
Right, exactly.
It's usually all vodka in here.
Yeah. Sober. So anyway, so Donald and I think we were doing internships in New York City over the summer, and we used to walk from Industry Bar and Grill and Lounge to Donald's dad's apartment in Chelsea, and / I lived a block away in the E15 dorms, okay? And on our way there, we stopped at a pizza place and we saw two sexy daddies that were probably like in their mid 40s, but for us at like 22, that was
they were old.
Really old.
They were old.
Maybe we were 21 even. Who knows? Who knows, honey? Who knows? But I see the sexy daddy. We exchange information, and I go on a date with him the next night at Phoenix Bar and Lounge and Grill in the Eastville. And he, along like the whole day, we're kind of texting, flirting, and then he said, by the way, and it's very clear, like, I'm going there to hook up with him.
Right.
And so he says, by the way, I have pet mice. Is that a problem for you? And I was like, what's a few like mice? Like like 3 tops, you know? Like, I was like, no worries, a mousey, whatever. Like, as long as I don't have to touch them or really look at them too much, I think it's fine. So then we have our little date. It's really nice. He invites me over, sleigh boots. We walk up all the stairs of his beautiful East Village apartment, honey. And I get to his apartment door and he opens it, and suddenly, without warning, the weft of a petting zoo comes straight into my little nostrils. And I'm like, okay. And then when he opens the door, there is just a refrigerator like right there. And I said, you know, New York real estate, if you want to live in the East Village, you got to be creative with your space. No worries. Right. So I step 1 foot in, and the door is blocking me from seeing the right side of his apartment. But to the left, I see his bathroom. And there are a bunch of like cut up doll toys, like pieces of doll toys, like all along his bathroom shelving. And I'm thinking, maybe it's kitsch. Maybe every kiss begins with K, right? You know? So he closed the door, and then I looked at the rest of his apartment, and it was like a kitchen, living room, dining room area, and it is surrounded by floor to ceiling plastic boxes. And you know, it stinks of a petting zoo, but East Village, and
just to be clear, our apartment does not smell like that right now.
No, not at all.
Thank God.
I actually might stink because I just came from the gym and I didn't shower. Do I stink? Thankfully, this is an auditory and visual podcast, but not a sensory, smelly one.
But I heard you can watch The Odyssey in like 4D and you can smell salt water or something.
Okay. Can I smell Tom Holland's hole?
Yeah, honey.
If I could, then I'm paying top dollar for that.
I don't know. In Odyssey times, they didn't have like wet wipes, like
right. So maybe we don't.
Maybe we don't.
Because they were all like method. I think,
right. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. So anyway, so I am seeing all of the boxes, and I'm like, okay, you know, there's not so much space here. This is kind of wild, but I guess he's being creative with space.
Right.
And then he's like, so this is my kitchen. This is my dining room. And then step, this is my bedroom. And it's a bedroom that is like surrounded with a lot of bookshelves and things, and bed in the center, which is so normal. And he said, and these are my mice. And I turned to my left. I don't see the Hollywood sign, but I do see an aquarium-sized tank filled to the brim, bumper to bumper, wall to wall with mice. And they're crawling all over each other. It is terrifying. It is really terrifying. It's giving like the Penguin's lair in Batman Returns. And so I am terrified, and I'm like, that's a lot of mice.
Yeah.
And he said, well, there's more. And then he motioned to the floor, and there was another somewhat smaller aquarium-sized case of mice there too. And I was like, oh, well, that's a lot of mice. And then he said, there's more. And then on one of the bookshelves, there are little cages of mice with like 3 mice in each tiny little cage. And that, I was imagining one of those.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, wow, okay. And I started to
panic.
And I know
that this is where the audience thinks, oh, he must leave.
Right. Yeah. Of course he would leave. And so I wanted to leave because I was scared. But then I also was thinking, I might get murdered if I try to leave. Or like, what if I say no to this man? Will he murder me and feed me to the mice?
Right.
And they will eat me, and no one will ever know about it.
And you were attracted to him pre-mice.
super attracted to him pre-mice.
Yeah.
Super attracted to him pre-mice. I also have to say, a part of the story that I've never really shared is that he said that he was a headshot photographer. And at the time, Orange is the New Black was on TV. And he's like, I've done headshots for like all these different people, and Orange is the New Black. I hadn't seen the show at the time. Actually, no, I had. I had seen the show, and I loved the show. And he showed me a picture that he took of Poussey, and I was like, well, he needs to get into my Poussey. And he said that he did the headshots in his apartment, and he's like, this is a Murphy bed, and then like underneath is like the wall.
I don't know that
I can't imagine
that
they're like doing all that.
That's a lie.
Yeah. So I'm like looking back, I think that feels like a lie to me.
Yeah.
So then we start to like kiss and make out and stuff, and I'm hearing squeaks and squeals from like all directions. I only had seen stuff to the left of his bed, house left, stage left of his bed. We're sitting on his bed, we're looking at a wall across from his bed, and so the stage left is that situation. But I did not see anything on stage right, but I did hear sounds from stage right, so I'm sure there were even more mice over there. And I fully ejaculated, and then I looked at the clock. It was 3 a.m. and he didn't come yet, but I was like, it was post-nut clarity in like a way that I don't think anyone in the history of time nor space or even all of the 3-hour Odyssey movie could experience.
Right.
I was more terrified than ever, and I also didn't even know if I wanted to pursue the hookup anyway. So so I was like, it is getting so late, and I have an early morning tomorrow. So I left. He was actually really nice about it.
That's
and
good.
I walked out. I started to just cry, but it was like a silent cry, which was really fun. It was like some tears rolling down my face.
Right.
And then I got into the cab. I like waved a cab over. I texted my friend Donald.
Yeah.
And that was that.
And you had that moment like in the movie with the woman who doesn't like limes, and she goes, "Driver, take me home."
Yeah, exactly.
He goes, "I don't know where you live."
Like, at this point, anywhere will do.
Yeah.
Just take me out of here.
That story was pretty long. I wonder if like in podcast ads, like people are just
skipping through it.
Skipping through. Well, just so you know, if you were skipping through, the mouse hoarder story has ended, and we are back to our regular programming.
So and I actually think that's time.
Yeah. So let's go
Were
to
you so bored the whole time?
I mean, I just heard the story and I knew every frame of it.
Yeah.
So
did you read the Substack of it, or
I didn't read the Substack.
So you pretended to?
Oh no, that one I did. I haven't read the Fire Island one. But I was kind of just like, I was thinking of other things for the day. I was like, maybe after this I'll get some coffee.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out logistics for later. I kind of just completely zoned out on our own platform.
That's beautiful. That's great.
Yeah,
that's
really
awesome.
Good. But yeah, we have a mousey. We're dealing with it right now. I asked the internet, not AI. I don't use this stuff. I asked the internet that uses AI, like what foods are best for trapping these mice. Okay?
And what did they find out?
Peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. But then they said beef jerky is good. So I went to Whole Foods. I got them a nice organic beef jerky.
Whole Foods beef jerky.
I got them Whole Foods.
You're
beef
wild.
Jerky. I just think that like these are Hell's Kitchen mice. Okay,
right?
They're used to the finer. They're used to the finer things.
Yeah.
You know, they're like they want quality.
Yeah,
they're of quality.
Exactly.
And these mice have been going into our pantry and nibbling at night and then running out.
For real?
Yeah. So Peter, as you can see, he emptied out the whole pantry.
As I could see.
The audience, imagine seeing my empty pantry that stands before me.
I feel like you need to put some things in the or no, I guess you just put
no. Peter does have some things in there. If you look, there's like little foods with mouse traps on them.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah. So we have some items on there.
There's a lot of sticky traps, and I recommended getting just like the snappy ones so that they
snappy
die.
One down there. Look,
I see one. Yeah.
And audience, if you have had a mouse, I want you to comment on the post that we're not posting about this, and let us know like how should we get rid of the mouse here?
Yeah.
What are your remedies?
By the time you're listening to this, it will be Ova Canova.
Wow. Hopefully by episode 15.
Oh my God. This is 15. Word.
Also, like, last week was our bar mitzvah special.
No, I don't think.
You don't think?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, so then this is our 15th.
Yeah.
Happy 15. For 15, I wanted to do something special. And I'm
that's
doing
having
it.
a mouse.
No, it's
Oh, what
wearing
is it?
glasses on the pod.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you've never worn glasses
I've
on
never
the
worn
pod.
glasses on the pod, and I know some of you are listening, so it doesn't feel different to you.
No, I think it does feel different.
It feels
It's
different.
kind of like when people spell their, like if someone's name is, what's like a common name that's spelled so many different, Casey.
Right.
People spell it differently, and then
Right.
you say it differently, but the people named Casey, they know the difference.
And they know the difference.
Okay?
And they know
I
the
think
difference.
people are hearing the difference.
And
You
these
sound smarter.
glasses, they're brand new.
They're from Warby Parker.
They're from Warby Parker. So basically this week I was just cleaning my glasses as I usually do, but with like an actual like cloth.
Yeah. Oh, the one that we bought together.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it just snapped in half. My glasses that I've had for years, they just snapped right in half.
So what you're experiencing is, as someone who worked at Warby Parker, we would say that the glasses, because people would say these are cheap, I'd say they're not cheap, but affordable. And when you're buying something that's affordable, it doesn't last forever.
Right.
And so the acetate, which is just a fancy word for plastic, that was used to make your glasses, I think, deteriorated a bit. And so as you put just a teeny bit of pressure, what happened was it split in two.
And that's on science. And so I was like, oh my God, I need new ones. I went right online, ordered them, paid extra for fast shipping, honey, and they came in a day. It was
That's beautiful.
It was incredible.
So I still don't know if I feel good or bad. Like, so Donald is someone who's lost his glasses, who he just doesn't really respect.
I don't respect glasses. I just throw them in a bag.
He throws them in a bag with completely raw, no case.
No case.
And I will say that the Warby Parker cases are not a maze. But they are better than nothing. And so I think with all of that wear and tear of just throwing those glasses willy-nilly, I think that it might have caused your glasses to break prematurely. But having said that,
say it.
At the same time,
I was ready for a new pair.
I think that it just plastic does eventually just kind of crack on its own. So
yeah. But because for 2 days at work, I didn't have glasses, and I do need them when I'm working. But my sunglasses had prescriptions in them. So I was sitting at my desk with sunglasses on, typing.
That's the diva right there.
It was so diva. People were walking by and they were like, what?
Yeah.
And I would have to explain out loud. I was like, I broke my glasses. These are the only things. And I just looked like I was being such a queen diva. And I kind of do miss it. Like my coworkers.
You don't wear contacts ever?
No.
Crazy. Do you...
Never
Are you
have.
Nearsighted or farsighted? And you probably don't even know what that means. I don't know. When you take your glasses off, what's blurry? Far away or close by?
What's far away?
Far away is like the wall.
No, I'm saying what's far away is what's blurry.
Oh, okay. So you're nearsighted.
And I would say that. I would say that.
Okay. So you probably need glasses 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and one day I'm going to get LASIK about that.
You love to just get
surgery
procedures.
Girl. I'm a procedure girl. I'm a surgery girl. And so, LASIK is going to happen to me. I don't want to learn at this age of my life. I don't want to learn how to put in a contact.
I don't think you'd be capable of it.
So I don't want to put
I think every day your husband, Peter, would have to put in those contacts into your little eyes. Have you tried to learn contacts?
When would I do that? When would I do that?
I don't know. Instead of scrolling,
I go to work.
The internet,
I go to the gym. I watch the 5-star weekend on Peacock. I'm busy. Mm-hmm. Have you watched that show?
Not yet, and I probably won't. Is it good?
I don't.
I'm rewatching Broad City right now, and it's really enjoyable.
Fun.
Yeah.
The adventures those two girls get into.
I know. I miss that. I miss shows like that. Unfortunately, they are.
They are.
So, or we're so them. We're so them. In that we're two
Jewish
divas running amok through New York City. And so we're still in You Think.
Wait, let's talk about Netanyahu. Come on.
No. So sorry. Yes. No. Sorry.
Yes,
no. But
but
I would love to talk about our weekend last week. Speaking of adventures,
we said we have been inside. It's time to go outside.
Mm-hmm. And we really had a crazy little weekend.
We did.
Friday, we went to Black Cherry's show at Dive 106. It's every Friday at 8 p.m. Show starts at 8:30 p.m. around that time. And we had the best time. And then we went to $3 Bill where we met with our friend Straight Luke, who is our editor. But I don't think he's editing this episode. I think this episode is edited by me.
So he might never hear this.
Yeah, he might never.
We should talk shit about
let's
him.
Talk fucking shit about this man.
Assuming that Luke is not going to hear this, Our straight editor, Luke, who we love so much, is on a chaotic dating journey. And we're scared for his life.
We're scared for his life, but we love him dearly.
He recently got dumped, which I know happened to you as well. It's never happened to me, but I could totally empathize.
It's never happened to you because you've only had one relationship.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't say that.
Yeah, but it's never happened to me, but it has for you for sure in like really horrible ways.
You've been rejected.
More than not.
Yeah. Only one person has ever said yes to being your boyfriend,
and now he's my husband.
He's your husband. But you've tried so many times.
I've tried it, ho.
Okay.
But anyways, our friend Luke got rejected. And not rejected, broken up with. And now he's on this search for a girlfriend and going on like 2 to 3 dates a day. Comment if you think that's healthy. Comment if you think that's normal. Comment if you think that's successful.
We're cutting that out. Okay, so anyway.
No, I would say that to his face. I love him so much.
We have said it to his face. I just don't know if we need to share it with our millions of listeners
our audience
every week.
Likes to know not just about gay dating, but also straight dating.
Because we have some straighties listening.
We're like the off-campus of podcasts. Like we talk about straight issues.
We talk about straight issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we met Straight Luke and our friend Plasma and...
The Jack Erasure is crazy.
Jack. Oh my God, Jack, who literally made our theme song.
Yeah.
His husband listens to this, but he doesn't, and that's okay. And who else was there? Obviously, your husband. And I think that was the core group.
Yeah, well, now that we know all the players, like anything interesting?
No.
Okay. Well, then let's talk about the next day.
Wait, no, that night was so fun.
That night was so fun. We just like...
No, that night was crazy. That was Friday night, right?
Yeah.
So we went to $3 Bill. We were running amok. And then we went to...
Animal.
Did we go somewhere else before? Oh, no. I was just like, we went to 3 places. Dive 106. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm so...
That is... He must have had a salad because he's shitting his brains out on the podcast.
No, I've been... I'm like... nothing has been more depressing to me than
We are on like podcast episode 3 of no salads.
Mm-hmm.
If we get to 5 podcast episodes without a salad, I'm craving nutrients.
I don't... Like, when are we allowed to eat that again?
I'm craving nutrients.
Yeah. I've been cooking a lot of vegetables.
That's what we should call this episode. Craving nutrients.
I feel like it's going to be called like... If you give a mouse a cookie.
That's hysterical.
Okay, so anyway, so we go to the animal. We're having a great time. I'm just going to
speak
for
of mice,
myself.
Animal.
Yeah, I'm going to speak for myself.
Yeah.
We are having a great time. There is a dark room. I go to the dark room. I meet a lot of amazing people there. And these 2 really tall guys, and if you know the history, you know that I like short guys. But these 2 really tall guys that I would say are both a head taller than me. They are like... Do you want to go back to our place? To like, or one is like, do you want to come back to my place? And I'm thinking he's talking to the other tall guy,
right?
And he's like, yeah, let's all go. I was like,
Shorty's welcome.
Shorty's welcome.
Oh, yeah, Shorty's welcome.
And so we all hop in a little one canoe, and we get to his place. And when we arrive, he's like, I need to go to CVS and get lube. And so we're like, okay. And he goes to get lube. I'm like chatting with this other guy. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. We're making out on the street corner. He comes back with KY jelly.
Honey.
No. So then we go to his apartment, and I would say it's also in East Village. This is a very East Village centric episode. I would say it is bare bones. He recently moved to the city, I found out, and he only has a bed, a kind of TV, like a DIY makeshift stand for a TV that is on wheels.
And a dream.
And a weird shaped bathroom. And a kitchen dining room that's very overhead lighting. Like hospital vibes. No pictures on the wall. Fierce. So we all... And also his bedroom covered in laundry.
Of course.
And so we got to his bedroom and we are having sex. And so we're kind of... And I'm thinking like, I'm going to be the bottom here. I did not douche. Today. I did not douche today. And I had already experienced penetration in my human body up the butthole at animal, okay? And so I'm kind of like worried about that. So, but I was fine at the animal. And so this guy that brought the KY jelly, he just says, I've never been DP'd before. And I look at this other man, I'm like, okay, a twist. Honey,
can you explain to our audience what that is?
Yes. So DP is not just Donald Peter, but it's also double penetration. So that's when you put 2 eggplants up one peachy hole, okay? And so we're like fierce. And so the one guy is penetrating the guy who wants to be DP'd, and then it's my turn to do that. And so I go to do that, and then it's my turn now to jump on top and be like a little cowgirl on the other guy. So I get on the other guy, and then suddenly I'm like, this room stank. Honey, this room stank. It is giving the up and coming breakout designer fecal matter because it smellies in here. And while I am having intercourse with this man, I make eye contact with him, and we both are like, it stinks in here.
Oh no.
And so I touch my member, and I realize that there's residue. And so I go to the bathroom. I take a towel off the floor. I wipe off my pee-pee. I wipe my butthole. There's residue there too, honey, okay? I think I was part of the problem.
Yeah.
And so then I get back, and the one guy's like, I'm going to leave. And I'm like, totally understandable.
Because of that, or just like the vibes like were killed?
I think both.
Yeah.
I think because of that and the vibes.
True.
Yeah. And then the other guy says to me, do you want to fuck all night? And I was like, what? And he goes, I have Molly. Do you want to fuck all night? I was like, Molly is an American Girl toy, by the way. And so, American Girl doll. And so I was like, well, you just fondued on my disco stick.
Right.
And I don't think so. So what I did instead was I confettied on his chest and left.
And this is a family podcast.
Oh, yeah,
and that was a beautiful telling of the story.
Yeah, because it was kind of like used a lot of metaphors, a lot of double entendre there.
That was beautiful. I think what people can take away from this who don't know much about the matter is the fecal matter. It's a big part of the gay experience.
Yeah, and the Jewish experience.
And the Jewish experience.
And so it's a big struggle.
And, And that guy wanted to do Molly, which is crazy. Because it
was already like 3 a.m. or something.
But it's crazy because he wanted to do that, but I did coke. Yeah. On Sunday, I had a Diet Coke at brunch. I never have Diet Coke.
Whoa.
I need people to understand this.
Yeah.
Are
you a Pepsi girl? You're not really a soda
I don't
girl.
Drink soda.
Yeah.
And my father, may he rest, would drink like 8 Diet Cokes a day, 10 Diet Cokes a day, gallons of Diet Coke. And I was always like, I will not be drinking Diet Coke because I don't want like my belly to turn into that. But there was something on Sunday. We had brunch with Sophie. A good
I love
friend
her.
Who's visiting.
And I desperately have to pee. I know it's crazy.
Okay, I'll keep talking.
You tell the story?
Yeah. So basically, my friend Sophie, she goes and she orders... I go to the bathroom and she comes back with what looks like the most crisp Diet Coke you've ever seen in your life. And I was sitting there looking at her drink it, and I didn't know what she ordered. And I was like, I have to be honest, like, I never crave a Diet Coke, but this is my moment. Like, I think I need it. And so I was like, waiter, I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm being bad. I never do this, but just like my friends, I'll have a Diet Coke. Then it was revealed to me that what she was drinking was a black coffee. So it actually wasn't a Diet Coke that tempted me so. It was a black coffee, which I would never order. But I am so glad that I asked for this Diet Coke because it was so refreshing. And I understand why all these girls and gays are drinking it. They call it what, a fridge cigarette? Honey, what do they call a cigarette? A fag. And this fag loved it, let me tell you. I definitely wasn't like, I need to drink this every day for the rest of my life. But if you're listening to this podcast and you feel seen by like drinking Diet Coke, I hear you. If you're someone who drinks a rum and Coke, I hear you. I just felt like, wow, what would be so great right now is like some fries, some ketchup, Diet Coke, and a dream. Oh, and my co-host is back. I was just finishing my segment about doing
Thank God,
Coke.
that was really long.
Yeah.
That was longer than the mouse hoarder story. So if you skipped through that, we are out of the Diet Coke story and we are back in action.
Yeah.
Saturday we went to Verse and we had a great time.
We had so much fun. No, just that you slept over and then
Oh yeah, that was really fun.
It was so fun.
And then we woke up
and
then we went to brunch.
No, but we forgot the main story.
What?
We forgot the main story.
What?
So we had a little pregame here on Saturday before going to Verse, and my dear friend Oren came.
We had because I'm part of this household. It was like a group of people that just grew and grew and grew, and it was people from all over walks of life and like the most random groups of people. So
it was like,
know that.
It
was like random ass drag queens, random gay people from this, that, and the other thing.
It just kept growing, and I was like, great. It
was wonderful.
I love a crowd, the more the merrier.
Mm-hmm.
But so I had candles lit because I am homosexual, and I love my house to smell
He likes ambiance.
I love ambiance. I like things to smell good,
Yeah. That's probably what brought the mouse in.
Yeah. But so I had one candle that is green because I think I got it around the holidays. So the wax
smelled
was
very
green.
Christmassy. Yeah.
Smelled Christmassy, which is like my favorite smell. Christmas is in July, honey.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting ready to leave. We're like all drinking. Woohoo, we're having fun. Yes. And then my friend Oren runs up to me. He was like, I'm so sorry. Like I spilled a candle. Like, do you want me to clean it up? And I was like, let me take a look. Like we're like heading out the door.
Yeah.
I look and there is literally green wax
everywhere
over the place. It is all over a table. It's on a couch. It's on the couch next to it. It's on the floor. I was like,
it's on the ottoman.
Yeah, I was like, this is more wax than there was in the candle. So how did it duplicate?
Right.
How did it duplicate?
And also, I saw him rush in with green hands.
Yeah.
And I said, you just fisted Shrek. But actually, what he did was, we saw the video of him bumping into the candle.
Yeah.
And it was similar to the Kennedy bullet, where it's like, that doesn't actually like work with physics.
Right.
That's not the way he hit it, and the spillage that happened and where it got hit, like where the spillage splashed, was not physics.
It was honestly shocking. But we're like, you know what? Like we are literally
And when
leaving.
we're leaving.
Yeah.
And also you can't clean wax up until it's
we had to wait for it to dry
hardened.
anyway.
So when I was tucked into bed on the couch that was covered in wax, Donald said like, Oren spilled wax, so watch out. And I was kind of, a bunch of drinks in at this point. And I was like, oh, haha, hardy har har. I wake up in the morning. He was not kidding. I was sleeping all over wax. And we were able to just scrape it off. But it took a long time.
Just scrape it off.
Well, no, it wasn't like just scrape it off. It took so long.
Oren, if you're listening to this, it took so long. Okay.
Yeah.
We
used so many
spatulas.
tools. Yeah.
We had things that Peter uses for cooking that I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
And we slowly scraped each little part.
And then it really got into the crevices of the wood, so we had to really like get on in there with different tools.
I do regret not doing like before and after content.
But just know it. We went through a struggle.
Wait, besides being sober, I have another major life update.
Stop. Tell us.
I cooked dinner one night this week.
Whoa.
I feel
like people may or may not know that Donald's husband, Peter, which is our sometimes producer, he is an incredible chef, an incredible cook.
Yeah.
And we go to P-Town every year, and we're there for 9 nights. And usually in those situations, everyone has like one night to cook, or like if it's more nights than people, everyone like equally cooks.
Right.
Peter is such a good chef, and he had so much joy from it that he will cook almost every night. And I think everyone just has like one night.
Everyone has one night, and Peter has like the rest. Yeah.
And he's always the sous chef.
And he's the sous chef for every other night.
Yeah.
And sometimes he should supervise even more, because when you cook, you undercook chicken.
Okay, that happened once, and also Peter was part of that. And I actually completely blame Peter for that one.
Are you
throw him under the bus?
Are you effing gonna
I'm gonna throw him under the
bus?
Because we didn't have the tools necessary to cook that much chicken, because we only had a tiny little Pyrex.
Right.
And he's like, we can just stack them on top of each other. I was like, are you certain?
Right.
And what happened was,
it was not
the one that you got was because of the stackage was not cooked enough.
Guess what?
But you didn't even get a stomachache from that.
I'm ready to forgive and forget.
So you should probably eat the lettuce.
I'm gonna eat a lettuce about this. No, so Peter very kindly asked if I can maybe, help more with dinners, instead of just sit there and drink wine in another room. So I was like, oh my God, I got this.
Yeah.
So I looked up sheet pan recipe because I'm like, I don't really know how to cook, but if I could put everything on a sheet and walk away,
That's
I
what
could
I do.
this.
Yeah.
You do that?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, what did you do?
Okay, well, I got potatoes.
Tomatoes. No,
I
you
got
hate
potatoes
Yeah.
and broccoli and chicken.
Fierce.
I cut up the potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
seasoned them.
Wow.
I got the broccoli, seasoned it.
Yeah.
And I got the chicken,
Seasoned it.
And then I
And then
put
you
it
put
on
in-
a pan, and then I put it in
Yeah.
the oven.
And then you
And then
came
it
back
turned
later.
into food.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was being really weird.
Yeah. Yeah. If you are someone that is like listening that you're like, I really want to cook for myself, it can be as simple as that. My mom basically taught me, my mom taught me how to cook, but I'm not like amazing at it, but
Yeah.
I can feed myself.
What do you make in a sheet?
I do shit like that all the time. I love salmon.
I
Put
love
rosemary on
salmon.
top, yummy in my tummy. I sometimes
What are your sides?
I like right now I'm like doing
there's
fucking
no salad.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Because I'm like steaming or like
steam
roasting vegetables.
Yeah.
But love potato, broccoli,
Yum.
butternut squash. I always get it pre-cut because it does take so much time to cut a butternut squash, and I just don't have the skill set.
Do you get it frozen?
No.
Fresh.
Fresh.
They have it at Whole Foods.
Frozen. I don't do the like frozen stuff like that.
I do. Even though
it's
that's
better,
not what my husband would prefer.
It's better without.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I like preservatives. I like AI. Like
Yeah. Anyway, so I do things that are so fun. Do we have anything else we need to discuss?
We have so much that we need to discuss.
I'm
it's
sure.
like getting scary.
Yeah. People are freaking out.
What I also will say is that let me scroll though. Wait, let's take like a 10-minute break to just scroll on our phones.
Okay, yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm locking back in. Let's go.
So I recently went through old pictures because I was looking for some older pictures for some creative projects and pitches, whatever that I was doing. And I came across old nudes of myself that I think I took in like my early mid-20s.
Yeah.
Horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
What? Just the angles, the body wasn't T, the face wasn't giving, the voice was more annoying.
I feel like my voice is probably less annoying.
Yeah.
Do you know that I speak differently when I talk to other people that aren't you?
Like, come on,
I talk
brother.
more gay.
Yeah, I've heard you. Hey, this is Michael. And you pick up a call. I'm like, they need to know you have a fake mullet.
Okay, it's not fake. It's just growing. Okay. Anywho's there. So,
how do you talk to your yoga classes? Speak the rest of the episode like that.
Hi, everyone. I'm a lot more like, okay, so I'll tell you about my nudes from the yoga voice. I mean, I'm still like fucking gay as yoga.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I get it. I also have a hosting voice sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
we have different voices for different things.
Yeah, I mean,
my drag voice is more
crowd.
like forward. So anyway, my old nudes were not horrifying because it's just horrifying to see your naked body like younger. Like seeing your penis younger. It's like fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like I stand by a lot of it, but not. I stand by the penis shot. Totally. Yeah. It's funny because there were a certain period, like when I did that naked musical, which is really strange. But I looked back and it's like, actually, I'm grateful for that. Because looking back, I'm both horrified and grateful for it.
And all the opportunities that came from it.
All the opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many opportunities. And so, like, I got that amazing green furry coat.
Yes.
Which caused so much drama. I could talk about that, but I need to just finish the loop on the nudes.
Finish the loop.
So, early 20s, my body was not T, but I was certainly feeling myself, and I'm proud of myself for feeling myself. And then in my, like, mid-20s, when I did this naked musical, I was playing a part that was supposed to be really hot guy, so I went to the gym a lot, and I had like, I would say I had abs. Like I had like washboard abs at the time. My chest was very small, but I felt like it was big.
Right.
But now looking back, I'm definitely bigger chest, shoulder, arm wise, but my stomach is bigger as well. And not bigger muscularly. And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
So
I
your
also was
nudes
like
don't-
not
hold
eating,
up.
and I was like starving myself
Yeah,
during
yeah.
that show, and
And
so I
this is
could
before
probably
Ozempic.
exactly
Right.
yeah. So I probably could go back to that if I wanted to, but I want to enjoy my life. I want to eat that fucking cookie, okay?
Yeah.
I want to eat that frozen Greek yogurt that we're all obsessed with these days. And what? So it was interesting to like compare and contrast, and my butt was so small. But I was really sending pictures of it all around town. It's just really jarring to see yourself nudie cutie when you're younger.
And I think I only have old nudes because
You should take
I
new
don't be
ones.
sending them around, you know, like
Well,
you
yeah,
do.
because you have a husband. But
Yeah.
you should be sending them to your husband.
Okay, guess what? I will.
Okay, good.
And we're gonna record it on this podcast.
And film it.
What's your process for creating nudes? Do you have different angles that you like?
Course.
And can you talk through them?
So it's all smoke and mirrors, right? So I think for a butt picture, I like to get an angle like, so if your butt is kind of in a cube, right? So you're right. So let's say you're taking a picture from the right side.
Right.
I would go to the right corner of the cube looking up, okay, at the buttocks. And that always is kind of like a really nice angle because it makes your butt look as voluptuous as possible.
Right.
But in the past, I had to do that because I had no butt. But now I have a little bit more of a butt. And so I'm able to kind of be a little more creative with the angles. I used to love laying on my stomach and like taking a picture with my butt in the air, you know? But that was like a different time, a more like sub-bottom era of my younger self that I'm not really in anymore. So I don't really do that. And I also, for the eggplant pictures, honey, I like a few angles, okay?
Yeah, what are they?
I like just straight on.
Fun,
right? Because then you
straight
get like
on,
a really
like, sorry, is
like
it
straight on.
selfie mode? Is it?
It is not selfie mode. It's the opposite mode where you're just taking a picture of the cock.
Yeah.
So just straight on, like it's straight in the air, you know, and like there it is, honey. Okay. And then I love an angle of to the side, and I love also an angle where you're like kind of looking up at it as if you were underneath it, you know, because that
it's evocative.
You're giving them, it's evocative. You're giving them like obviously I'm a storyteller, right? So I'm giving them a story with the angle of my cock, and I'm kind of taking them on the journey of like where they might be amongst the picture, and I'm giving them a POV.
Oh my god! Speaking of the word cock, we got a kind of wild text this week.
We did. Oh my god, we did. What the actual hell?
Should we read it on air?
Yeah.
Okay, so
whoever can get it first is the winner.
We had a college roommate who so our senior year we lived with 2 women, okay? I got it.
I have it too.
Okay, we lived with 2 women. And we are no longer friends with either.
One of them we had a big falling out with senior year of college, and the other one just fizzled out after school. I would say she made the active choice to fizzle out. But because we were like, what happened? You know, I think that she just decided that
she kind of said,
I think we were like too crazy for her.
We were too crazy for her. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think she was looking to find a husband and felt that hanging around gay men only was not helping that case.
Yeah.
I think 2 things can be true.
Yeah.
But anyways, we haven't heard from her in years. And we get this
text message.
Hi, this is so random, but was just talking with some friends about how I hate the word cock, and I think it comes from how you guys used to say it in college, LOL. They're all so curious what it sounds like. Can you send me a video or voice note of you doing it, please? Also, hope all is well. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Like, I'm sorry, Allison, if you're listening to this, which I don't think you are.
I don't think you are. But you know
behavior.
What? Some people that don't listen to the podcast, when we talk about them, people tell them. I don't know who's telling them, but people are narcs out here, and they're telling them. So maybe she'll find out. But that was a crazy thing to hear. Also, as I was reading it, I was like, how I hate the word cock. And I was like, where the fuck is this going? Like, this feels homophobic off the bat. It ended up not being homophobic.
Right.
But
like, what a wild way to reintroduce yourself.
And then I did a voice note of me saying it. Like, I actually fully did it. And she was like, that is not how you said it, but it was close enough. And I'm like, and then how did we say it? I think we used to say, for the audience, we used to say quack or something like that.
It was something like quack.
And she didn't like that. I think the like was uncomfortable because the way we were doing it, it was when we said it, it was kind of like you were getting deep throated as you were saying the word cock.
Right.
Once again, evocative storyteller. Yeah, and I was in school for that at the time, so I kind of understand how that all kind of came to be.
That was a shocking text to receive.
Yeah, it was very shocking text to receive. I feel like I need to really quickly. I could do it quickly.
Please.
Tell the story of the green coat.
Tell it.
So I was in a.
This is a perfect time for me to scroll.
Yeah. I was in a off Broadway musical called Camp Morning Wood, and it was a naked musical that was basically like Rocky Horror meets a nude camp, and one of my costumes was a big furry monster coat that I didn't need to wear at all, but I loved it so much that they were like, we're not going to cut it. We're going to keep it in the show. Great. At the end of the production, they were like, we want to gift you this coat. Oh my God, thank you so fucking much. They, right, like towards the end of COVID World opening back up, they were going to bring the musical back, and they did. And they asked me to be back in it, which I was honored to be asked. But the pay was less than it was, and it was in a less reputable theater. And I was like, I don't want to fucking do that. I don't want to be naked in a musical for less money than I was before in a less reputable theater. I'm sorry, like, no. And the director is so fucking petty. And he's a bad guy and a bad actor. Not actor as in on stage, just like not a good person. And he was petty. And so his response, instead of being like, thank you, we're sorry that we couldn't afford you this time, like hope in the future, whatever. He instead responds and is like, well, then you're going to have to give us back the coat because that is ownership of the production and we lent it to you. And I was like, what? So I do wear it in drag. I have like a green monster look and a green monster number that I do. So if you ever see that, know that that coat was gifted to me and then attempted to be taken back.
Have they ever responded on like your videos of that?
No, but I'm sure that I hope that they've seen it. I think I even like.
So you stole a coat and he's also given away a coat of Peter's.
I didn't. Wait, I stole. No. First of all, and they're both green.
And they're both green.
I did not steal that coat. It was gifted to me, and then I continue to have it because it was gifted to me, and I.
Well, it's like when someone gets engaged and then they break it off. It's like, should they give the ring back?
But this is different. Well, so it's like no. Well, I don't fucking know about that. Maybe should they give the ring back? Probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends. Did you do the bad thing?
Oh, yeah.
If the person who received the ring did the bad thing. But this was gifted to me.
Right.
And then it's like, and they were going to eventually do the production again, but it's also like that coat didn't even need to be in the show. But it didn't matter. It was gifted to me.
Right.
It was gifted to me.
Right.
Period. End of story. There was no like, it wasn't an engagement.
Right.
It was just, here you go. We don't want to store this.
Right.
It was very simply like, we're either throwing this away or giving it to Michael.
Right.
So yeah,
you deserved it.
Yeah, I was gifted it, and it was. I appreciate it, and I love it. I also.
Are you selling it on your Instagram like everything else?
Oh my God!
What is this about?
So drag queens often I see them like selling things on their Instagram, and so I have a few items that are like meaningful to me that I don't want to. I just gave like a bunch of clothes away to a thrift store.
Yeah,
but I don't. There are certain items that I'm like, I want them to be like in a good home, and so. I also have a wig that like I wanted to sell. Like, that wig, I think I did sell that one.
Yeah.
But some other items I would love to give. Some things I'm not giving away for fucking free, but some things I'm happy to give away for free. I just like want them to be in a good home because they're meaningful to me. They just don't fit me anymore because I outgrew them. But I see drag queens all the time posting things like I'm selling, and so I just did that. And it was I sold the one thing I wanted to sell, and that's all that matters.
That's great. I wasn't sure if it was a cry for help or something.
No, I know, and I love that you read me for that, and I appreciate it. And do you know Peter Williams also read me for it?
Really?
And I said, "What's more embarrassing, this or when I posted about my breakup on Substack?"
Yeah.
And he was like, so this one, he's like, the breakup was more embarrassing. This one's more concerning because he said, because this suit jacket is so awful. I can't believe you ever owned it.
Wow.
But I was like, I wear it in drag. And I've always gotten compliments in drag, but it doesn't fit me anymore because my shoulders are too big.
You never wore it out of drag?
Mm-mm.
Huh.
Not the pink one. Not the pink one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
The blue one I like lived. Like that one I can't get rid of because it needs to go to a good home. I wonder if Taylor would fit in that.
I'm sure.
Okay.
It's time for group think.
It's time for group think. It's also look at the time.
Oh
we
my
really
God.
have to like zoom through,
We need to zoom
unfortunately.
through. Okay, so I would say, well, lucky for us, there's not too many things in the group going on right now.
No.
I will say, Jack Antonoff and Margaret Qualley broke up. And
Do you
why
think
is
it's
that
because of the
drama?
book?
I mean, I can't tell you. And what book are we talking about?
Lena Dunham's book, which I finally finished. It's
Yeah.
so fucking good. I really recommend reading it.
But yeah, because of the
yeah.
Book of Mormon, they might break up.
Which stars someone in. I didn't realize. Had he been dating Margaret Qualley this whole time?
Yeah, for like years.
So this is the person in the book that Lena says that they're with and they got engaged,
Oh,
or
I
it's a different person?
I think so.
Okay,
They've been
who
together
knows?
for years.
Well,
Lena and him seem to have. I feel like they're number ones. Like they're their people.
but she has a husband now that she loves.
Oh right. Who is he
She
again?
seems he just like a guy.
A rando.
Yeah.
Boring.
A British guy. Remember?
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. So hopefully it's just bad timing. I also, having read the book, it was interesting to learn that like when Jack Antonoff and Lena Dunham publicly were broken up, when it was exposed publicly, not by them, but just by like who knows, it was so many months after they had actually broken up.
Yeah.
And so Lena was already going on dates with other people. And so I think a lot of times with celebrities, it's like, we just learned you broke up, but now you're going on now you're with this other person. It's like, it probably has been like a year, but we just found out so much later.
So
but who
true.
knows? Who knows? We have a friend actually that's been going on 2 to 3 dates a day. So we really don't know how, like fresh after a breakup. So we don't know how
you never know what people are doing, you know?
Another
thing that the group is thinking about that's really rocked the nation is Oprah recently revealed to Keke Palmer what her real name is.
Yeah. What is it again?
Orpah.
Orpah, yeah.
Orpah!
Wow. Is that the first time that it's ever been said? I had never heard that before either.
I've never heard that.
And so if you didn't listen to Keke Palmer's podcast, why are you listening to this
Why are you listening to
this? She is a national treasure, but apparently it had to do with a misspelling on a birth certificate, and also
it's like biblical
it's a biblical name. No, Orpah is a biblical name. Yes. And people just couldn't say it right, and so they kept just saying Oprah, so then she just became Oprah.
And it works so well.
Yeah.
Orpah sounds wrong to me. No offense, the Bible.
Well, it would probably sound right if we... It sounds like Orca.
Yeah.
But it probably would sound right if we...
What would our names be if they were the wrong ones? I'd be
Ronald.
And
I would be
Michael.
Totally. Or I would probably be Mitchell.
Oh, Mitchell.
Or Mikael is... When I get into an Uber, sometimes people call me Mitchell, Mikael.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sometimes they call me Lupa Shalupali.
Oh, God. We have to be over that. We have to be over that. That is not part of the group thing. Rosie O'Donnell dropped 60 pounds and got a facelift?
She did.
Whoa.
What do you think about that? Do you think we should comment on a woman's body and appearance?
You got me there. I don't.
Why would you add that to the list?
I just read what you wrote. I just read what
I wrote? Yeah. I didn't write anything, but what I
know it must have been one of our producers. It must have been one of our producers.
So on this podcast, like what we think about are not objectifying women.
Right.
We think about
letting women... Stop fucking bringing this shit up,
So people. Stop putting this
because it's not our fault that we brought this up. But I will say... Rosie O'Donnell, I saw a clip of her on Seth Meyers' show or something talking about her non-binary kid, and then used she, her pronouns the whole time when talking about it. And the comments were like, wait, I'm confused. And I don't know if it's possible that the daughter is non-binary. The daughter. See, there you go.
Oh,
there I went.
I got the problem.
I went. It's possible that the child is non-binary but uses she, her pronouns. Maybe she, they situation. We don't know. But it's just an interesting thing.
We actually know someone who got a facelift, and I'm going to tell you off pod who it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, period.
Oh, my God. Fine.
But I feel like what we need to lift up is everyone's spirits by doing the final segment.
I think so.
Which is, what do you even think? And yeah, this segment is where we quiz each other on who someone is, more in our area of expertise. Mine, pop culture, reality, things of the sort. Michael's theater, gay history.
Yeah, gay history, yeah.
So I'm going to give you my person. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
I would like you to think about who is Nicholas Van Steenberg, and your time starts now.
Nicholas Van Steenberg is a famous Jewish person who his ancestry is from Germany, and he invented the iceberg. And and this was not the iceberg that sunk the Titanic, but just the general iceberg, because he saw an issue with so much water out there that was walking all around, and it was also causing floods. And so he said, we need to create ice that is
ice.
Fuck ice. And we need to create an iceberg that will keep it all together, which did ultimately kill the Titanic, and ultimately the melting of the iceberg will kill us all.
Yeah.
And that's who he is.
Wow, and that's time. Okay, so close.
Yeah.
So Nick Van Steenberg is an American DJ, model, influencer, but you would know him from appearing on season 7 of Love Island, where him and Alandria, they were a couple.
Is this the most recent one?
This was the one before it, but Nick and Alandria were like the divas. Like everyone loved Nick Alandria, and this week they announced they broke up.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, they broke up. They were like, look at these, like they're so
wow,
hot.
they're really hot. They look amazing together.
But basically they like
wait. I saw a clip of them on TikTok.
Yeah, probably. Like they.
I thought. I guess I falsely assumed it was a current season.
They're like
last season.
They were like America's sweethearts, and then they waited for the most recent Love Island to end to be like, by the way, we're actually not together anymore.
Oh, sad. I never know how those shows work and if they're real, but
I think it's so real.
Yeah. Okay. I have a really good one for you. What do you even think about Laura Numeroff?
What do I even think about Laura Numeroff? Republican! Yeah, that's right. She goes into Congress. She makes the wrong choices. She votes for the wrong things. Every single opportunity.
So she works for the Senate.
She works for the Senate. Yeah. And every opportunity she has, gay rights, boo, boo, trans rights, boo. She hates women.
Yeah,
famously.
But she is a woman.
And I'm only saying this because of her relation to Laura Ingraham. And so I just feel like they're in cahoots with one another.
Yeah.
The Lauras get together.
You love to take a name in this segment. You love to take a first name and make it someone else's last
identity.
Name.
Well, guess what? I'm still talking. So I would like to finish my what do you even think?
Okay, totally.
And that's time.
Okay, amazing. You were so spot on. So Laura Numeroff is actually the author of 2 incredible books. Actually, more than that, but 2 that we love and know.
The Bible.
Close. If you give a mouse a cookie, and if you give a pig a pancake. If you give a pig a pancake.
What about if you give a mouse a muffin?
That is a sequel, I think.
No, if you give a moose a muffin.
If you give a moose a muffin.
That's the one that's my culture.
If you there's actually, now that I'm looking up, she's written so many of these books where you're giving different animals different things.
No offense, it's giving be more creative.
If you give a dog a donut, if you give a cat a cupcake, if you take a mouse to school, I remember reading that. If you give a pig a party.
See, this is what's wrong. Like people can't think of new ideas, so they just recycle
the same ones.
I
think it's just like in the way that when you become viral on TikTok, you're supposed to just do the same thing over and over again.
Right.
She is also just doing the same thing over and over again. Once you reach gold, you have to reheat those nachos
over
to
and
the ground.
I'm sorry, this is why we have a 90th Avengers movie. Like, I'm sorry, and she's the problem.
She's
Laura.
The problem. Laura
I knew
Numeroff.
she was the Laura.
And if you want to see me be a pig, then come to Folsom on the first Thursday of August.
Wow.
And then I have another show the second Thursday of August at Red Eye. So,
and if you want to see me, like, I'm all over my own Instagram.
If you want to see Donald, he will probably be at the shows because I bully him into
I will be, and
he's a very supportive friend, and he's awesome. And you too could be a supportive friend, whether I know you or not, by showing up to my shows and being entertained, hopefully. And if you're not entertained, I'm deeply sorry.
Wait.
My
brain hurts from thinking so much.
Me too. I think it's time for us to
stop thinking. But we want you to keep thinking and keep your thinking caps on. Oh, that was our best yet. You Think is produced and edited by Straight Luke, aka Luke Martin, and Kind of Sort of by Peter Schum.
Art by Curtis Brown and music by Jack Rayner.